Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and today I have a new pattern release for you guys. This is such a good one. So it's a new itch to stitch pattern that I had the pleasure of pattern testing, and it is perfect for the summer and some of the trends that are very, very popular right now. So I am doing the everyday style summer capsule wardrobe. That is something, I mean, if you've been following up the channel at all recently, I purchased the summer capsule wardrobe from Everyday Style. I'll leave it linked down below if you're interested. It's still available for sale. And I mean, you can, any of my past videos really, you can hear more about what that is. But anyway, one of the things that Jennifer, who has a podcast called the Everyday Style School, which I am not a fashion person, like I really do rely on others to tell me like what are some of the trends I should try and that kind of thing. I mean, I am developing my own style and I can kind of, you know, go off of like my own personal style, but as far as like what's trending, and I do, one of my 3 words for my signature style is classic, chic, and current. And one of the things with current is that I do like my wardrobe to include some of the trends, not fads, but you know, a little bit of the trends to keep my wardrobe current so that it doesn't look dated. So one of the things for this summer in particular are, and actually this has probably been around for just a little bit, maybe in the past year, but are square necklines. So you hadn't really seen a whole lot of those in the past, but they're popping up everywhere, both in patterns and also in ready-to-wear options. And I love a square neckline. So I have made the Vanessa Pousset Wanted Tee, and actually if you're interested, that is a, she's a French pattern designer, and that pattern actually, the instructions are in French, but I have a complete sew-along for that t-shirt because it's a square neckline, which makes it a little more difficult. I believe Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles also has a really great tutorial on how to sew that square neckline as well, but I'll leave a link to my video above if you're interested. It's actually a whole bunch of different t-shirt knit neck bands. I've done them all, and the beginning, it's a very long video, but the beginning I have everything time-stamped if you want to skip ahead to whatever you're looking for. Anyway, that being said, it's a fantastic pattern, and it was one of the few square necklined t-shirts that was around for a while. I mean, I think I've seen a couple pop up since then. It just wasn't a very common neckline that you saw, and I think that it is so flattering. If you have a shorter neck or a larger bust or anything that where you like a little bit more open neckline, I think a square neckline is an excellent alternative to, you know, a V or a scoop, because, oh, my little business partner's joining me. Hold on. I left the door cracked this time so she wouldn't angrily scratch. Oh, no, she's hot. Oh, never mind, she's gonna lay on the floor. It's hot today. Anyway, I think it's a great alternative because it allows you to show, I have a very short neck and a large bust, so I should have more open necklines to show a little bit more skin here, but I think it's a great way to open up your neckline a little bit without, you know, having to necessarily be like a plunging neckline. You know, sometimes V-necks can get away from you. Yeah, I'd have to be very careful with how deep my V goes, and even with scoop necks, or else I joke that unless I'm wearing like a mock turtleneck, I'm showing cleavage. So I have to like, I do, which is fine on occasion, but I don't always want to be showing cleavage. Anyway, I love a good square neckline for that reason. So when Kenneth put out the testing call for this pattern, I immediately signed up for it because so good. The neckline is so good. So this is the Glenelly top and dress. This comes in sizes 00 up to 40, and she does cup sizes with her patterns. Now this is a knit pattern, and she does do cup sizes in some of her knit patterns. This one you have your standard front or a full front, full bust front. So if you have, you know, a difference, I can't remember if hers is 3 or 4 inches from your high bust to your full bust, you should choose the full bust front, and anything below that you can choose the standard bust front. Okay, my memory card got full. Anyway, the top comes with the standard front bust or full front bust. It has a raglan sleeve on it and this gorgeous square neckline. Now I'm gonna pop footage of me actually in this here in a second, but I'm also gonna put, my husband got some really good pictures up close of just the neckline because it's so good. So the pattern again comes in 00 to size 40 with the standard or full cup bust. And this pattern also comes in, I'll leave down here the measurements range for bust. It's a fuller gathered skirt that's on it, but I can leave the hip down there as well. Anyway, this comes as either a t-shirt or a dress. There's a cutting line there on the t-shirt where you can add a skirt to it, which is adorable as well. And who doesn't love a good knit dress in the summer? It's just so comfortable. It is a short sleeve, but I think some people were talking about how to extend the sleeve if you wanted to make it like a 3/4 length or that kind of thing. It'd be great for color blocking. I've seen a lot of really cute versions for that as well. You know, more like the baseball tee, kind of like a ringer tee, but where you have like a different color on the raglan sleeve than you do the front and back body. I've seen people use prints on the front and the back body piece. I mean, you know, you can have a lot of fun with it. Also, because of the way that the neckline is instructed, it's a little different, but her instructions are, per Itch to Stitch standard, really excellent. So here is my version. I have done red because, as you can see, when my last Itch to Stitch pattern test was atop the Whitney, and it's also the same color red. I love this. It's a good fun pop of color, and I love bright in the summer. And this shirt's gonna go with everything. I loosely alluded to this when I was talking about my summer sewing plans, that I had a, I can't remember, I guess it was a capsule contrast color, the CC top, which is in the summer capsule, or the capsule wardrobes that you can buy from the Everyday Style School. She has beyond basic tops, which are like knit tops that are more than just a t-shirt, like they kind of go above and beyond, fancy it up just a little bit, something different about them. And then she also has a CC tops, which are capsule contrast tops. And this red is one of my capsule colors, or maybe it's capsule color. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a top that's in one of your, not your neutrals. It's one of the 2 or 3 colors for whatever. And red is one of mine. So this is what I've made to say all that. Now this is a cotton modal from the fabric store, I believe. I actually made last summer the Love Notions Sunday Romper. I was a pattern tester for that pattern, and I made it with this fabric. Love this color so much, and I had enough left over that I was able to make this t-shirt. Love this so much. So this is the one I did. I really am enjoying cotton modal fabric, a blend a little bit. Now you guys, I've talked about it ad nauseum, that my favorite t-shirt fabric really is a cotton spandex. I just like the way it holds its shape, and you know, it doesn't grow on you over time, and you know, like a rayon jersey sometimes can, although there is a time and place for rayon jersey. Just with my t-shirts, I like things to hug my curves a little bit better, and not you know, unless it's a cowl neck or something that does need drape. But you know what I mean. For the most part, I love a good cotton spandex. However, cotton modal is a newish fiber blend, you know, new to like a home sewer, I guess, within the past couple of years. And I really like it because modal is, it's a man-made fiber. And I think, oh, I hate to say it wrong though. I like Tencel and lyocell are both like rayon, but they are made with recycled chemicals, which makes them a little bit better for the environment. And I don't know, modal may be similar. I don't know for sure though, without saying that. Anyway, it does have some drape to it, but I like it mixed with the cotton because it gives it kind of a nice drape in some applications where I maybe want a little bit of drape, but I don't want it to be like falling off my body like a rayon jersey or a viscose jersey would be. And so I've really been enjoying a little bit of cotton modal in my wardrobe. I use some for my spring, a couple of my knit tops in my spring capsule, and it's wearing just really well and washing really well. So yeah, really enjoying that. So here's my shirt. The only alteration, I made the size 8 with the full bust front, and the only alteration I made to the pattern was to shorten it by 1 inch in the body, just because I'm only 5'2", and that's something I commonly have to do. I get asked a lot if I have to do petite adjustments in Itch to Stitch patterns, which is where a lot of times you need to shorten it like here, like above the bust. And I don't with Itch to Stitch patterns. I don't know if it's just, they just fit my body really well. I just hardly ever have to do petite adjustments in Itch to Stitch patterns. Now like closet core patterns, a lot of times I have to do a petite adjustment on those patterns for me, both in the rise on things and also, you know, in between my bust and shoulder point. But I just don't for Itch to Stitch, nor do I have an issue with shoulder adjustments in Itch to Stitch patterns. A lot of times they're size 8 with the D cup, fits me really well in the shoulders, but still fits my chest and that sort of thing. So I don't know if it's one of those things that it's just, Itch to Stitch is just one of those pattern companies that just fits really well with my body. I mean, her drafting is really excellent, but you know, that could also be part of it as well. I just don't need hardly any alterations with her patterns, which is not typical for other pattern companies for me. So which is just my body. But anyway, that's to answer that. Now, she does have a tutorial on how to do a narrow shoulder adjustment with this raglan sleeve. If you find, because a couple of the testers were finding that this was just a little too open for them and they needed a narrow shoulder adjustment, and she does have a tutorial on how to do that. And the ones that needed it and did it, it looks really excellent on their body. So I would definitely I think it's in the pattern, but definitely if you do get the pattern, head over to that tutorial because it's excellent. From what I've seen. I haven't tried it because I didn't need it, but the ones that did need it and used it, it's really, really good. So anyway, this is the Glenelly. Love this so much. I think I have at least another t-shirt in my future, and maybe a dress. We'll see. I have a lot of sewing to do. A lot of sewing to do right now. So we'll see, but I mean, this is excellent. And how great would it be also even for the cooler months? It's just such a just such a gorgeous neckline. I just love the way it kind of frames the chest and the décolletage up into the face. I just think it's so flattering. And, I love this color. It's one of my power colors. So yes, that is the Glenelly. It is on sale right now. It just was released today, and she usually keeps it on sale for a week. And that's usually 20% off. So I'm saying that because that's usually what it is. So don't take my word as the absolute truth, though. Definitely go have a look. I do have an affiliate link, which means I do make a small commission off of any patterns that are purchased from that link. It's to no cost to you, but I get a commission from the company. So from Itch to Stitch. So just like to be upfront about that. But yeah, that is the Glenelly. So excited to add that to my wardrobe. And I'm actually gonna do another Sew the Trends video here soon about square necklines. So you'll probably be seeing it again because it just fits in with that so well. Because again, in ready to wear right now, I feel like we're seeing a lot of knit and woven tops that are square necklines, and you're able to find a square neckline a little bit more easily in independent patterns, and the big four as well are doing some more square necklines. So definitely having a moment right now, and something fun to try for the spring and summer. And I also think, or even if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, great for as you're going into your winter as well, easily layer. And again, I think some people were playing around with how to lengthen that sleeve if you wanted a long sleeve version. But I think this would be gorgeous in a merino wool. Like for the winter months, and I think extending the sleeve would be a matter of just extending the short sleeve and then just tapering it in to your wrist once you got down to that point. Anyway, I think, or even just doing a 3/4 length, I don't know. I think it would be gorgeous in a merino wool. I think that would be just an excellent base layer for the fall and winter months. It'd be beautiful with a scarf because the square neckline is just so gorgeous, or under a blazer or a cardigan. Anyway, big fan of the square neckline, folks. All right, so that's it. That's the Glenelly, the new top or new pattern, top and dress from Itch to Stitch Patterns. Let's see, what do we have going forward? I'm wearing my matching set today. I'm filming this on Sunday, and I wore this to church, and oh my God, I love this so much. I love it so much. And I'm so excited to wear my new top with my bottoms that I've got on right now, my shorts. I think that's gonna go really, really well together, so that's very exciting. Friday, we have a re-release of a pattern that I'm going to be highlighting. And I'm going to be doing a Sew the Look with that one. So it's a little different than the Sew the Trends. Sew the Look, I've just picked an outfit that I found off of Pinterest or on a, website of a clothing stores, website, that kind of thing, and I'm recreating the look. So that's what we've got on Friday. And we are still in our Style Arc Patterns Monty Sew Along right now. So that will be, let's see, part 3 will be on Sunday that you'll see. We just have one more week of that, and then that will be over. So yeah, that's kind of what we have going forward. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I think I kind of mentioned I'm going to be going a little bit, and maybe you guys aren't even going to notice, but I'm just going a little more casual here in the background, just with doing the videos and that kind of thing. Things are just a little less structured with the summer. It's kind of hit home that, my kids will be freshmen in the fall and in high school, and so that my summers are definitely numbered with them. So yeah, kind of trying to take advantage of time with them. My son and I are still in our shoemaking class. I will definitely do a video when that's all over, taking some footage as we're getting into doing some of that, do a little montage, and definitely show you his finished shoes when we get to the end of that. So that's really fun. Also want to apologize because of this, you know, kind of trying to relax a little bit and just enjoy time with the family. I have been not negligent, but I'm behind in answering comments, and I want to apologize. Those, I mean, don't quit leaving them. I love reading the comments and I love answering them, and they help the channel, and I just really love that. I've just been a little behind, and those can just stack up so quickly, which is great. Thank you guys so much for commenting. But I am a little bit behind in answering those. So I do apologize, because especially the ones that have questions in them, I really like to be on those to answer questions. I'm also behind if you've sent me an email recently. I'm also behind on answering those, so bear with me. I do have it on my list, trying to get all caught up with all of those answers. So stick with me. We'll get there. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I hope you're able to get some sewing done this week. And I will see you guys again on Friday. Have a good one. Bye.